Title: My hands trembled with silent rage as my rich wife smirked across the Christmas table. "Start," she announced, her voice sweet, dripping venom. Laughter erupted, her family, her boss, the vultures she called friends. I lowered my eyes, pretending shame. 5 years I had endured their mockery, 5 years of silence. I swallowed the burn of humiliation, let them think I was nothing. My wife's boss leaned back smugly, phone glowing at his wrist. He had stolen more than respect from me. He had stolen her loyalty, her body. The whispers, the late-night messages, I had seen it all. And yet I smiled politely, raising a glass to the performance. They thought me harmless, disposable. But they never knew the truth. There was a time I loved her, truly. When we met, I wasn't the man I am today. I was building, quietly, in the shadows. Every late night she scolded me for, I was constructing an empire under her nose. But love blinds a man. I believed her smiles, her soft words. I thought she was mine. The cracks began as whispers. She dismissed them as paranoia. Her family sneered when I questioned their motives. They called me ungrateful, a parasite feeding on her wealth. I believed them, at first. I tried harder. I tried to prove myself. Until the night I saw her phone light up, his name burning across the screen, messages written with urgency only lovers share. Her boss. The man who toasted me at family gatherings with a smirk that cut deeper than any blade. That was the night I stopped being blind. I moved carefully after that. No confrontations, no shouting. Rage is loud, but vengeance thrives in silence. She grew careless. Perfume not her own, excuses that cracked under pressure, laughter in the next room when she thought I was asleep. I gathered it all. Photos, bank statements, recordings. But revenge, I knew, was not only about catching a cheat. It was about rewriting the balance of power. Her betrayal was personal, but their mockery was public. Both deserved punishment, so I waited. While she flaunted her wealth, I funneled mine into shadows. I hid my empire behind shell companies, proxies, names that meant nothing to her. I played the fool at dinners while sealing deals that dwarfed her family fortune. Her boss, arrogant, greedy, was my perfect pawn. I learned his weaknesses, the investments he bragged about, the debts he hid, the secret emails he sent to his mistresses. I held them all like daggers in my pocket. By the time Christmas approached, my web was woven tight. Every document ready, every message timed, every truth prepared to bleed at my signal. That night, the table glittered with silverware, wine, and lies. My wife sparkled in her gown, her boss close enough to brush her hand beneath the tablecloth. Her family laughed as they mocked me, the fool with grease on his hands, the man in the garage. I let them laugh. I let them choke on their pride. Then, quietly, I leaned back and pressed send. Across the table, her boss's phone vibrated. He frowned, then paled. Another buzz, then another. His glass slipped from his hand, shattering wine across the white tablecloth. His wife's voice trembled, "What's wrong?" But I knew. His secrets were unraveling in real time. Every email, every payment, every betrayal flooding into the light. His empire of lies crumbling with each notification. My wife turned, confused, her smirk faltering. She glanced at me, searching for answers. I gave her none. And then her own phone lit up. Documents, bank accounts, photos, proof of her nights with him, proof of the betrayal she thought buried. The room fell silent as her mother gasped, her father cursed, her friends whispered. I sipped my wine, calm, patient, watching them devour each other. Her boss stood, face red, shouting denials as his wife stormed out. His company shares, already vulnerable, were being shredded by the announcements I had timed with precision. By morning, he would be nothing. My wife's eyes brimmed with tears, rage, and something else, fear. For the first time in 5 years, she looked at me not as a burden, but as a stranger she could not control. "Why?" she whispered, her voice breaking. I leaned forward, steady, deliberate. "Because you laughed." The table sat frozen. No one dared speak. The power had shifted, utterly, permanently. I rose, sliding my chair back with calm finality. My coat draped over my arm, my glass of wine left unfinished. As I walked toward the door, I heard them, the gasps, the sobs, the angry mutters. Her boss shouting into his dead phone. My wife calling after me, her voice cracking against the silence I carried with me. But I did not turn back. 5 years I had hidden my empire, endured their mockery, swallowed their poison. Tonight, I had fed it back to them, cold and sharp. Outside, the winter air bit my face, but it felt like freedom. My car waited, black and sleek, an extension of the man they never truly saw. As I slid behind the wheel, I allowed myself one final thought, a whisper in the darkness. Revenge tastes better when served at Christmas. And I drove into the night, leaving their ruined feast behind me.